everyone. So today is Tuesday, November 28th. The day that I'm recording this, I actually went live. I have not canned my turkey stock. I wanted to record this before everything just kind of started to get a little more busy for me because I'm getting like tons and tons of distractions happening. So I thought, let's go ahead and do it and get it out of the way. So yesterday's video, Wednesday, right? Because I'm pre-recording this for Thursday release. I recorded Wednesday's video on Monday, so yesterday also. Yeah, so I want to mention first that I am going to continuously go live. I felt like I should be doing this for a while, but it didn't save. And so hopefully it's kind of, I figured out what I was doing wrong on my end. And I don't know like the subject matter that I'm going to do when I'm live. I'm just kind of taking it by whatever I feel it needs to go towards. I think the next time that I'm going to go live, what I'm going to do is it's going to be after I go to a reading. So I'm talking about some subject matter that I mentioned in that live video. So I scheduled an appointment with a psychic that I don't believe I have, like, I've never talked to them in person. I don't know them. I don't know if I know someone who knows them directly, that kind of thing. I'm pretty sure I don't. But if all goes well, then hopefully that would be someone that I could kind of publicly, recommend. And so there's that. The reason why I'm even going to them is because I started getting this feeling. I'm like, I kept hearing like a psychic, like go to a psychic. And so it led me to this person. So I was like, okay, so this must be, I don't know, we'll see like what it is. I'm just kind of being open to it. And then, yeah, so that's that. Actually, Auric Vibe 1111 on here, she has some products that I also want. And then she did an interview with someone who does like paintings and a reading at the same time, which I think is super cool. But I have a cabin that I'm going to start working on in the next couple months. And that's where I want to like adorn. That's going to be my reward, is once it's finished, then I'm going to put some cool stuff in there. So anyway, yeah, so basically like what I needed to do is like kind of bring back my sense of humor when it comes to this, because and basically like keep my feelings out of it, where I feel a resistance here. I feel a resistance and kind of like, oh gosh, like am I going too far? Am I like super crazy? Like what's going on here? When really I need to just have fun with it and kind of like enjoy this and like see, because this is something that I'm talking about the reading this video now of like aliens and stuff, the part 2 of yesterday's video, which is this is something that I would really be interested in hearing from you guys and like anyone in general, like your experiences, what you know, what you believe, all of that kind of stuff, because I find that very fascinating. So why not allow myself to kind of accept this if that's the case, kind of thing. So anyway, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, so if I was able to perceive this for whatever reason, then how can I kind of get the information, right? And how do I kind of communicate here, right? I can't expect them to go 100 or me go 100. There has to be some sort of meeting in the middle, right? And so I was like, okay, I'm going to start writing things down. I'm going to use my right hand for me, and then I'm going to use my left hand for that. And that's going to help me really like hone in, like meditate, and like really like take my time, right? I have to really focus. And so I started out doing that, and then I switched to just my right hand after I kind of got to where I felt I needed to be. And so what is being explained to me now, it feels like it's my guides. They're saying how they're showing me like an out-of-body experience of someone who may have died and come back, where the person is now consciousness observing their body. So they're both the observer and the observed. And so you see the dualistic thing about that, you know, and then they come back to life, and then now they are that individual again, right? But they have the awareness that they were observing at one point. And so sometimes you can kind of look at it as a singular thing, right? It's like, oh, I was out there because that's a deceased, but in reality you were both that and that, right? And so there's other like realities, dimensions, universes, whatever, souls that exist where there's multiple realities that are aware into the singular reality, you know what I mean? So it's like you can see different activities happening at once. So anyway, they're pointing that out, and then they're also saying like it's all part of the collective, right? And so if we call it like the matrix or whatever, and so it's like the collective matrix, because we're all kind of existing in that. All our thoughts, feelings, and what's created is existing in this, and then it's also being bound by the polar opposite energies. And so as we kind of ascend together, then that is kind of neutralizing the lower energy, or if we descend, then we're neutralizing, and not necessarily neutralizing it in reality, but it is this appearance of neutralization with that. But in truth, you can't necessarily, but collectively, then the matrix kind of lowers. And so what is available, what is accepted, what is the reality, the created reality, then can be very destructive or can be very constructive and expansive, right? Until that kind of everything kind of equal, the equal that I've talked about in other videos. So anyway, it does make sense with my reading of like going through rather than going up, because it's now kind of expanding my communication to other universes, other kinds of things within the matrix, right? Instead of kind of piercing beyond that, which is also what you can do is you can pierce beyond it into kind of like the wholeness of all. So anyway, so I was asking like, let's see. So it's like kind of asking like, why are you here? Like, why? Like, why are you even here to begin with? Not necessarily here like around me, but in general, like, why are you here on Earth existing for me to even pick it up, right? And they were saying like to like help. To help is like to help you, help us, help me, help us, show you kind of thing. And I was like, okay, so where are you, like whatever, where are you from? And it was showing me this again, right? But then it felt like 3 rings. They were saying like 3 rings. And then whenever this is like, I keep saying it's a sun, but it could just be like this bright beam. It's like 3 rings of the sun, and it's like above and to the left, and then like to the right. So it's like to the left, then like you go left and then you go right above. So it's like this way and then you go up. And so I'm right about this. I'm right about this. This I'm right about somehow. And then I was asking like Andromeda, which I don't even know like the constellation of Andromeda or like anything connected to that, but that's one that I'm like hearing, you know, from just like our people and stuff, I guess, or just somewhere. And so I mean, maybe it was related because they were saying that it was like, no, it's like up to the right and then to the left of Andromeda. So it's like like further back, and I was like, so away, and it's like, yeah, it's like somewhat further away. So it's like you go to the right, so it's this, okay, so 3 rings and then sun above to the left and then to the right. Which makes sense, like you go like, it's like left at an angle and then you go right. And then if you look at Andromeda, then it would be to the right and then to the left, but it's like further back. And it's like somewhat away, but they're saying further back. So it's like maybe like behind or something. Or, I don't know, further back. So, they were showing some sort of material, and I kept trying to pick up like, okay, so if they're a soul existing, like then I should be able to perceive them and what they look like, right? Like I should be able to see what they look like, because if something was looking at me, then they could see what I look like, you know, as a human being. And I couldn't see anything. Honestly, what I kept seeing is like, it looked like a Korean person or something. I don't know. So I don't know if it's like some sort of features like that, or what that was trying to tell me. Maybe not even like anything. I have no idea. I couldn't really see anything like as far as like what they look like. It just was like not even a blob. I don't think. I mean it kind of, I couldn't see any details. I don't feel. So anyway, but it felt like there was like the one that I was talking to, and then there was like one a little bit behind them, and the one behind them handed the communicator, we'll call him a communicator, handed them some sort of like, it was like rocky and jagged, but it was like spherical, but not perfectly sphere, because it was jagged and rocky. And it felt like if I were to try and hold it, it would be extremely, extremely heavy, like too heavy. Like I would not be able to hold it. It would probably like go through earth. Like that's how heavy this material is some sort of rocky thing, right? And it felt like there was like this powerful directed energy, like a bad energy, and then it was piercing. This is what they're explaining, is like what's happening, or what's going to, I can't remember. Let me look. What does it say? I think it's like something that is happening. Okay, so it's what's happening is like this bad direct energy into this jagged thing that they were holding. And it's like something very vast above it. So here's like the direct energy, and then something very vast above it as the source of that energy that penetrates a specific spot on this sphere. Okay, and on this sphere there's like this force field that goes around it, right? And the force field feels like gray, mushy, movable. And I was like, is it the atmosphere? Is it a galaxy? It's kind of like this protected barrier, or it's like meant to be, right? So because I put protected barrier and I said, well, it's meant to be, but this thing's able to penetrate it. So I saw there was an event unfolding at the end of the year, and I got 2026 to 2027, end of the year event unfolding. And when I was getting this energy of like this the source of this direct thing, it reminded me of like the videos I talked about, of like the people who they're like, I don't know, I don't know, they're like Star Trekkers. I've never seen Star Trek, all that kind of stuff. I haven't seen that, so I don't really know the stories of all this, but I call them like Star Trekkers because they jump. I don't know, I'm gonna get into like something that's gonna be another video, okay, because I'm gonna have to take a break after this, but I'm gonna have to, I'm gonna go on a tangent on that. So what I saw, so then they show me that, and then they were trying to show me like I saw like hills, right? Like hills, and then I saw sheep, you know, sheep on the hills. Hold on, I'm getting a phone call. All right, I gotta make this quick because I got some visitors, human visitors. Okay, so on the way. Okay, so I saw sheep on the hills, and then I saw this okay, so pretend like I don't know, just like, okay, so we see sheep on a hill, and then to the left and up there's like something harmful, and then they're saying 2027. They kept repeating 2027, and then one time it was like 2028, and then it brought me back to 2027. So 2027, this is harmful, and this they know. It's like the sheep know this. The sheep know this. And then I saw like red. They said red, help, and then they put yellow, and then far away to like upper right, there was like blue, and then blue-green, and then they were saying that this is far away. And then I kept getting like the pastures and the sheep, and then there was something beyond on the other side that was like spherical, and they were saying that this was coming in behind the sheep without the sheep knowing, and it's not going to harm them. And then they were saying like something about the 200s, like 200. So I don't know, it was like, so I was like 200 or 2026, like the year is 2025. And so it was like 20, so it feels like they're coming in now, like that bluish energy. So I feel like they're saying like there's things coming into this world potentially that are good that we aren't aware of, and we don't know that they're coming in. Starting like now, 2020, well, it's not now because it's 2023, but it's like 2025, 26, going into 27 it's becoming closer, because they were saying that the sheep is everything. It's like it's everyone. It's not just us, it's like everyone, it's everything. And what we're supposed to do is wait. That's what they're saying. It's like we're supposed to wait, but it's like what you're supposed to do with this information is like tell everyone, but then what you're supposed to do is wait. And this, it feels like this we're gonna know, like the bad stuff we're gonna know. And they don't know. I asked like, what is this harmful energy and where is it from? And they said that they don't know. And so I said that the yellow and the red seem like separate energies. Like I don't know what it is. It feels separate. And I said, oh, okay, I see. Red is help. Yellow looks to be separate. And then I saw the number 36. And they were saying that they have been planning this for a long time. It's on its way. And I was asking, can we stop it? Who are they? What's supposed to happen? They said that we need more blue, green, and then different yellow to prevent or stop it. And then I got the letter Z, and then I was like Z, like, and then the word that came through was Zion, but I don't know. I think that's like something in the Bible, like Zion. I don't know. And then I'm gonna paraphrase this, okay? Where this is gonna be like another video, obviously, because I'm definitely not gonna have time. But this is something that okay, so it's like an advanced world that conquers, and they believe we belong to them, that those who worship and sacrifice go there. They see that the world in this land when they meditate, so it's like the Hollywood types, and they believe that we own them. Like that's their belief. We own them, they are owed to us, we function and conquer as a whole, as awareness of this world owning Earth. So that's what's going on there. And then they were saying that you're going to be given a choice to leave, but you're not going to come back. That is a lie. No one who leaves will come back ever, never. Where they go will be fruitless and desolate. To isolate those who stay, to become conquered, weakened. Those who stay by truth will be saved, will remain on ascension. You help by becoming aware we are here. Many are here. We need more. This cannot be reversed. Get ready. We don't know who will be aware. They're working for the other world to move people, souls, away, making it easier to do. We don't know if there will be a false attack. There will be a real attack. Move away mentally is what they are after. Move away from love into disgust and disdain, the wrong nothingness. And what they need is like more eyes on them. They need people to be aware of them. They need more of that awareness. Okay. Thank you. Just kidding. Let's just pull one for funsies. So Pillar of Light, you're already doing it. The Great Gathering is all coming together. Okay, take a break. Gotta go, bye.